So Cy and I were talking about media stuff and how Lone Star Drift is a grassroots organization with grassroots racers and people that want to go on to Formula D and Pro 2. And in the grassroots, I guess, organization size or whatever you want to say at our events, the drivers are learning to drive, they're spinning out, they're getting better, they're practicing their techniques, and they're getting better and they're continuing to drive, and eventually they get really good. And as they progress into pro status, or semi-pro and then pro, they have to go from grassroots racing driver to professional racing driver. And now that you have marketing that is needed, like it's not enough just to have a race car with stickers on it. Now a driver in Formula D is expected to create media on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all these places. The drivers now have to create this media themselves or with a team, and everybody doesn't really know what social media is and all this marketing so well, except maybe the professionals. But the amateurs now have to learn also how to market themselves and have video and pictures and all this stuff. And you see a lot of Pro-Am guys basically learning to drive, but they're also having to learn to market themselves right now. And in our series and across the nation, you have a whole range of drivers trying to figure out what it means to market themselves. And we were talking about it with Dion and Cy and I. Dion's one of our media guys. Cy's obviously our cameraman for our whole series, and I'm obviously the guy that hosts Lone Star Drift. We're watching online as all the drivers not only figure out how to drive, but market themselves. And then we were trying to figure out what they're marketing. Like, are they marketing themselves to build a brand of a driver? But that seems very insincere and very almost embarrassing in some ways, to market yourself as a brand before you actually are a brand as a professional driver. So like, if you're not a professional driver yet and you're learning to market yourself, it can almost be counterproductive to market yourself too early if you're insincere in the way you do it. But at some point you have to transition into like a Von Ginn Jr., who's a very cocky type of presenter with a huge budget and Ford and all this stuff. Like, how does a grassroots person, and this is more of a question for the community to talk about, how does a grassroots driver market themselves accordingly throughout each range of what they're doing? How do they figure out what they need to do? Like, does a grassroots driver who's going to Pro 2, do they create their own marketing content? Do their friends create it? Do they need a YouTube channel? Do they need videos? Do they need fans? Do they need to build that fan base? How much effort should they put into it? Because obviously once you get to the higher levels of racing, marketing might be 80% of the program or something at some points. I actually have no idea. I don't do this. But I mean, like, it's all of the budget basically. How do you transition to that? How do the drivers figure out how to get to a pro level driving and then pro level marketing? How do they do it without being embarrassing? How do they do it without getting lost? But I guess mostly, and this is the question for everybody, what are they doing? Are they creating a YouTube channel? Are they telling the audience exactly what they're doing and just showing them what they're doing and letting you live vicariously through them and take you on an adventure? Or are they marketing their sponsors and simply providing videos so that their sponsors get some type of value, and all they do is do an event recap video and then say, hey, thanks so much for BC Racing for providing me those coilovers for my amazing race car. I want to shout out to them. And then that's basically the whole video. Because no one wants to watch that. They want to watch something really cool happening and something they can follow and like a storyline and a long-term thing. And they want to be your friend online and feel like they know you. And I don't know. This is just a thought. So that's all. I want to know how Pro-Am guys market themselves and how I can help them do that, because I currently don't know. Because I just make videos for fun, but I can't make 100 different videos for every driver to promote every driver, and every driver can't be in all my videos consistently and that be their marketing platform, so they have to figure it out for themselves. What do you think, Cy?
No idea.
No idea. Okay, well, write to us, and this is not something for me to get a ton of comments and try and build up our YouTube channel. This is me honestly asking, especially from the YouTube community, because as we're hanging out with Adam and Taylor, they obviously understand their people way more than I do. We have a much smaller, much more, I don't want to say intimate audience, but like I know a lot of people in our audience on a one-on-one basis, or they've personally met me somewhere, or they've personally met our drivers, or they are our drivers, or they're their family. Let us know what you think as an audience the driver should do, because I really want to help our drivers, the ones that want to advance onto Formula D or something else, make that transition. And that's obviously not for everyone, and it's obviously a very painful, like awkward process for a lot of the drivers, but it would be really interesting to see what happens, because it's not good enough just to be the best driver out there, because if you don't have the money, you're not going to make it. You need the support of industry people and friends and family and everything else. Alright, this has gone too long. Goodbye, everybody. Good night, sweet Shreddo. I don't know what we are. We're not vloggers.
We're bums.
They said we're vloggers. What are we, Si?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We're lazy.
No, we're not lazy.
I am.
Okay, he's lazy. We make videos so everybody can enjoy the Lone Star Drift series, a grassroots racing thing, and not a vlog thing. Maybe it's a vlog, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go play Assetto Corsa. Really, I'm just gonna lie here and Si's gonna stare at me though. Back to sleep.